How's it going? Wooden Spoon Supercoach here. We've got the round two teams list here, so we'll just jump right into it. I'm going to go pretty quickly through these because a lot of the teams are just unchanged from last week, so there's nothing too exciting, but I will go into what is important. So Adam Elliott comes back in for Brody Jones, not very Supercoach relevant. Fine Fuiaki's out with a head knock. Um, just sit him for a week if you've got him. It's unlucky. It's going to happen. Flex position helps with this. Lemuelu. So we got Oren Keeley and Mark Nichols coming in, and Nicarima coming in. Again, not too Supercoach relevant. We'll move on. Warriors are fielding the same side. Looks like they want to get smacked again. And for the Seagulls, Aloye is coming in for Takai Aho. We got one game out of him, which was nice. But yeah, Aloye is decent when he plays with his heart on his sleeve, so I don't hate it. But yeah, again, not too much to go over there. Right, Panthers. So this is the first look we're getting at a full strength Penrith back five, I reckon. I think that's how it's going to stick with. I think Tungo is going to become an option. His combination with Cleary is going to start heating up, would be my prediction, and people are going to start getting him in. Casey McLean, good option. He's a winger at Penrith. He's going to score tries. I don't really have any downsides for him, but I don't know. He just doesn't seem to appeal to me very much. For the Roosters, Radley's out, and Fiketti has been named in the starting side. Makatoa added to the bench. Billy Smith listed in the reserves. Okay, so I feel like if Billy Smith was going to push anyone out of the team, I think it'd be Nawaka Nitawasi. Toya was just too good, and Mark was like good, but he in defense and like off the ball, he was just doing a lot of ball watching, and the defense wasn't great. And Spencer Lenu will be back in round three from suspension. So we'll have another shuffle up there. Just the Roosters just can't get a settled side together. Rabbitohs. So this Bailey Bentley Hape guy, if he's going to be the long-term replacement for Munro, because I can't imagine a collarbone is a quick recovery, then he is 100% an option. I imagine he'd be bottom dollar. I can't recall his name before. The only consideration there is that Alex Johnston is coming back. However, Wayne is there now, and Wayne is just going to pick the better player. He doesn't have that loyalty to Johnston. If Bentley Hape is that guy, then Wayne's going to pick him. It's that simple. Jamie Humphries in again. Good to see Lachlan Hubner in there. Righto, what have we got for changes? So Laurie has taken over Ryan Couchman. That's a bit boring. And then just reserve changes. Fletcher Myers coming in to replace suspended Jack Whiten, and then Bailey Bentley Hape to make his NRL debut. And then shuffle in the reserves, which we don't care about. For the Cowboys, so Kai O'Donnell is coming in for Jeremiah Nanai. That's the only change for the Cowboys. And the Sharks obviously have named the same side, as if you'd change anything. For the Raiders, Tarpany out. Papali, Smithies, and Matty Nicholson all getting a small promotion. Albert Hopewadi's back, but for Xavier Savage, who is suspended. So, fucking Tamale is now another week away from knowing the answer to that problem. If you can, just don't go there. I mean, I was playing around with trades before, and it is tempting to get him in because like you can even free up 20k from Purdue to him. It's just so risky. Like, it's the exact same thing as last week. He could come out and score really well, and then get dropped next week when Savage and Hopewadi are both back and fit. I can't encourage anyone to pull the trigger on that. Unchanged side for the Broncos. For the Eels, Sean Lane is coming in for Tuolungi, who got hooked after 15 minutes. Yeah, when everyone was picking him, I couldn't get behind it. Not after what I saw him dish up at Manly. Just not for me. And then Charlie Guymer's got the sack, which is a shame. I almost picked him and then changed it last minute to Voimunga, which wasn't a masterclass move by any means, but at least Voimunga's playing. And it looks like we got some shifting going around. We got some shifting going around. We got some shifting going on in the centres at the Eels, so don't get too excited about cheapies that come in. They could go as soon as they come. But if one gets a couple 2 or 3 game stint, then sure, pick them up. For the Tigers, we got Coruscant and Buller back, and Staff and Toa. So Tristan Hope and Fatape gone. I hope you didn't pick them. It was pretty clear that they were not going to get many games. Bulldogs Titans. So Curran is back and pushes out Harry Hayes. That's fine. Now, the Titans. We got Brimson and Campbell in the halves and a back five that we would pretty much expect. I really like Keanu Keeney as a pod option. I've seen a couple of people take him. I reckon he'd be really exciting to watch, but he is a difficult one to fit in. We get to see Tino. I don't have him at the moment, and honestly, I don't think I will get him. I've stacked up in the front row enough. Maybe if he is killing it, I could downgrade, but there's no one I want to get rid of. I'd have to get rid of Dylan Lucas, Olakau'atu, Isaiah Yo, and all the rest of them aren't pricey enough to get to a Tino. So I might just have to miss out on him, but maybe I'll have to move heaven and earth to get him in. For feeder on the bench. Yeah, okay, for feeder on the bench. That's actually kind of scary. He could do some serious damage off the bench. So that's it for the teams list. Now, I wasn't going to make any trades this week. But I scored a 1302, which is a good start. I'm near the top 10k. Fair way to go, but it's a very good start. I'm very happy with where my cheapies are. So you'd think I could sit on my hands and save a couple of trades. But I can get rid of Royce Hunt for Jack Kashevsky and Tom Duffy for Iongi. And then, who have I got to worry about here? I can just let Purdue hum along. He might make a tiny bit of cash. Doesn't really matter. I'm not going to play him. Toya's going to make me money. Cam Munster's back in next week. Hubner's looking good. He can generate some cash. Voimunga, we'll just see how he goes. I don't have to make a move on him. Gashevsky, yeah, he might lose his spot. We'll see. Gula's looking good. White is looking like he's going to make a little bit of cash. And with all the shit going on at the Roosters, he could get more minutes. And I love Owen Paddy. Who do I have here to get rid of other than Metcalf? But again, he's owned by 50% of players. It's a problem for 50% of people. Outside of getting an injury next week, I feel like any trade for me next week is a luxury trade because I can just pop Munster back in. I don't have to play Metcalf and I'm good. So I think from here we look at saving some trades. As for captain and vice captain, I mean, what are the Roosters paying? They're paying $8. I've seen as high as $12 for the Roosters. Cleary's going to have a fucking party. VC on Turbo, which is the game before. So if you do copy this, make sure you're on the ball, because if Turbo goes nuts against the Warriors, which he could do, God, what would he have to score to pull the trigger on that loop? I'm going to say if Turbo gets an 120 or higher, then I would loop it, because Cleary could score a fucking million against this Roosters side. I'm so glad I don't have Sandon Smith. Fuck that. Alrighty, let's head over to the league. I'm coming 42nd. I'll take that. You guys must have had some big scores. Grand Wizards, Aaron, 1433. The team of the week this week was like close to 1600. It's been a fucking ridiculous round one. So, can we look at his team? We can. Pakes, Smith, very copy and paste here. Olakuatu, Hopgood, Seyfarth, Ches. You know what haunts me? He might have put him in because of me. I was harping on about it all fucking preseason. I had the graphs, I had the data to support it all, and then I didn't do it myself. Grand Wizards, please let me know if I made you do that, because... Oh, fuck, why? Why did I... Oh, man, that's such pain. Such pain. Mazu, good pick. Tamale, Shibsaki. Dude, and he didn't even fucking... Look at his non-playing center wings. Dude. Walsh, Turbo, fair play, bro. Fair play. So you get $10 of the 15 there. That is if you watch this and if you leave a bet. If you miss it, tough luck. Better luck. No, Better luck next time. Yeah, so bet whatever, comment whatever bet you want. You get $10 and I'll split 5 between everyone else. If I'm feeling nice, I might add a little bit more to the budget. We'll see how many comments we get. That's it for this video. I'll see you on Thursday for late mail. Hooroo.